What's up, you guys? We are on an absolute roll today. Let's move on over to Florida, where Azan and Nicole give us quite the treat on this episode of 90 Day Fiance. Nicole is sitting down and doing her talking head interview when she suddenly, her phone starts buzzing and someone tells her, Nicole, you have to listen to this right now. This thing just leaked on the internet. It's audio of Azan flirting with another woman. So Nicole freaks out. She's like, okay, what's going on? She gets up, goes to the bathroom, and listens to it. And you can clearly hear Azan, his indistinguishable voice, or is it distinguishable voice, on the phone with someone else. And he's like, baby, the kiss was so good. I want more. Do you want more? And then he's like, oh, I know you miss it. To me, that sounds like he pretty much put it down in the bedroom, in the DMs on somebody, and it's just like, so did you love it? Do you miss it? It's just, whoa, I cannot imagine how Nicole must have felt in that moment. Imagine you are funding this man's life. So he's over there wearing clothes you paid for, using a phone you paid for, minutes you supply to call another woman and tell her that he misses kissing her and showing her his PEEN. Oh my God, World War III would ensue. Nicole is distraught about what happened. So she kicks out the crew from the bathroom and calls Azan and asks him about the leak. And he claims that nothing happened, that it's fake, and he swears to God that is not him. She's like, dude, that is definitely your voice. And he goes, okay, fine. This is what happened, since you want to know. Me and my friends, we were out late one night. We got really drunk, and so it was just a joke. It's a prank. We just called women and did that. That doesn't make any damn sense, but Nicole is so distraught and shocked. She's got so much sunk cost fallacy going in. She's given him thousands of dollars. She's already decided to uproot her life and move to Morocco. Her house is gone. She's got to pack up and leave. She's already made the arrangements to pull her daughter out of daycare or whatever to go there. So she has to go along with it. I don't know if she's doing it because of what I just explained, or if it's because she is stupid enough that she believes him when he says that it was a prank, even though he just 1 second ago claims that it wasn't even him. So it's a whole ass mess over there. She tells him that she's heartbroken, and we can't hear him exactly because the mics were kicked out, remember? But apparently he laughed at what she just said, because she's like, why are you laughing? You think that's funny that my heart's broken? Anyway, you guys, she decides to believe him and take his word for it. And she's like, you know what? I really hope that you make it up to me tenfold when I get to Morocco. It is so sad how easily these men are able to take advantage of these naive ass women. Jeez. So the next time we see Nicole, she is packing up her motel because it's time for her to get on out of there. She then heads on to a bridal salon to pick up her dress with her friend Jessica, who calls her impulsive AF. Guys, her boobs looked ready to squeeze out of that damn thing. I cannot believe she thinks that is appropriate for a wedding, let alone one in Morocco. Nicole starts having a lot of anxiety. She just could not speak. She was stammering. She almost couldn't stand for a minute. And this is the second time she's already having anxiety. And this lasted quite a bit. Sorry, I'm misnaming it. Panic attack. It lasted quite a bit as well, to the point where her friend who was waiting on her to come out was like, Nicole, is everything going okay? So she goes into the room to check on Nicole, and it's just, ooh, you definitely don't want to see a bride feeling that way. It's a bad omen for her wedding, right? There's supposed to be tears of joy, happiness, bliss, and this is all she's getting. Instead of telling her friend the truth about what went down with the voicemails causing her a lot of stress, Nicole claims that 100% of the reason why she's so stressed and panicked is because she's giving up her whole entire life right now to live in Morocco for an unforeseen amount of time, which is another very relevant reason to have stress. But the reason she admitted the whole thing about the voicemail and the messages is because she already knows that her friend peeps game when it comes to Azan and thinks he's trash and is just using her. And this will just further confirm it. I think even Nicole at this point knows it, but she's in way too deep and she's way too stubborn and proud to admit it and reach out for help from her network. This time we're over at Nicole's mom's house because she's given up her apartment and she's yet again working out the final details of her suitcase. This time it is overflowing. So she decides to remove the workout clothes that she was probably only packing at Azan's demand anyway. So as her mom drives her to the airport, she tries to tell her to listen to her body because again, Nicole was having stress and a panic attack on the way there. She's like, listen to your body. All these panic attacks are probably trying to send you signals. Like maybe it's not a good idea for you to go. And of course, in true Nicole fashion, she starts whining and tells her mom to just focus on driving. When they arrive at the airport, Azan calls Nicole demanding money from her and doesn't give an F about her saying, listen, I can't give you money right now because it's all the money I have. Like, this guy does not care that she would be broke if she gave him like a certain amount of money, and he just kept demanding it. And apparently it was really rude to her because Nicole's like, don't talk to me like that right now, honey. I'm in the airport ready to come with you in Morocco. Like, let's be nice. I wish the fuck a guy who was bitch made enough to be accepting money from me as a woman would talk to me in that manner. Hell to the no. And by the way, the fact that if Nicole gave Azan a couple $100s, she would be broke is quite scary, considering she just left everything in Florida to live with him in Morocco, and there's no way in hell he can take care of her because all his money comes from her. So what are they gonna do when she gets there? What just happened there? You know, like what? So anyway, her mom starts having all these red flags about everything, and she's like, dude, like, Nicole, you're not being logical at all. And oh, by the way, also remember how last episode and Nicole was like, it's none of you guys' business to her mom and stepdad what goes on financially between Azan and I? On the phone with Azan, she's like, remember, honey, that $200 I gave you last time I had to pay back to my mom. There you go. So it is your mom's business. And despite admitting to that, she's still claiming to the producers that the financial details of her relationship with Azan are nobody's business. Like, really, girl? Like, you don't own any money. This is everybody's business. We're all concerned about how you do whatever the hell you want, but you've got a child who depends on you. So what's going to happen to your child while you frolic around with some man who couldn't care any less about you? Anyway, you guys, that wraps up the saga that is Azan and Nicole in this episode of 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After. What did you think about everything that went down? Please make sure to leave all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And as usual, we'll chat. You can also like this video, subscribe for more. Feel free to share it with your friends as well, and follow me across social media where I absolutely love chatting with you. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.